You've always wondered, why was your life so complicated in the past? You knew that you possessed great gifts, great talents. However, those gifts, those talents just didn't move forward. You would start certain things and they wouldn't go forward. And you asked yourself, what's going on? It's been like this for years. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm being proactive. Why is life so stagnant for me? I tapped into the energy today, and the spirit revealed to me that you are the star. Since a child, you possess great spiritual gifts, great physical gifts, and the energy just radiates around you. And even as a child, adults could see this in you. They could see the great purpose that you have on your life, the intelligence that you possess, the great fortune that you possess. As I dive into the reading today, it seems here, collective, that stagnation that you experienced in your life, the delays you experienced in your life, were none other than spiritual attacks coming from family members. This reading is very specific of what I was revealed in the spirit. Spirit revealed that this delay that occurred in your life, the chaos, all of this energy was coming from your father. Your father seeing these gifts in you as a child. I'm seeing here in the spirit collective that your father is possibly a warlock, and he tried to destiny swap with you. I see in the spirit that this man would go to different readers and even tap into the energy himself. And as he began to tap into the energy, whether it was with himself or with other readers, he explored the great fortune that's over your life. He not only explored the great fortune that's over your life, he explored in the spirit the great gifts that you have. It's almost like in the story of the Bible, where the young man, he told his great gifts to his brothers. His brothers became jealous and they wanted to destiny swap. They wanted to end his great purpose. So they sold him into slavery. This is the same concept here of what has happened to you. However, your ancestors, your spirit team has had your back. They've seen the injustice that was done to you since a child. Before you could even protect yourself spiritually, this intruder, your father, was snatching away your gifts, delaying your progress. Some of you, you've wondered why you would be so tired, why you would work on certain projects, certain things, and they would come very close, but they would never come to the complete success of what was earned, of what was deserved. Your father wanted to throw blocks of frustration, of delays. He wanted to slow you down. I see some of you having anxiety attacks, panicking, just great frustration in your energy. And you would become so tired, so exhausted. And there's a great energy that he would send of keeping you unfocused, just everywhere. You found yourself balancing multiple things at one time. This was to cause a delay. You never could seem to focus. So you would split your energy up into all these different areas. And by the time you're finished splitting your energy in all these different areas, you had no energy for yourself and nothing was ever complete. You couldn't focus. This was a spiritual attack. This person knew how brilliant you are. They knew this. They saw in the spirit the great discipline you possess, how skillful you are. Therefore, they sent attacks to bombard your energy and passion. Collective, some of you would have great passion in the beginning when you would start something. And then towards the middle, you would just feel this complete burnout or this feeling of not being interested in what you had great passion for at one time. And you wondered, why did I have such strong passion for this specific thing, this specific project? And then out of the blue, I just feel so disconnected. These are attacks that were coming from the warlock energy of your father. He wanted you to stay in this energy of fear, poverty for some of you, lack of direction, not knowing who you truly were, which is the star. You are the star. And he saw that light in you since a child. And he wanted that for himself because he felt like you owed him. He felt like by having you interrupted his life, interrupted the promises that he was supposed to have. And this was not your fault. You were only a child. You couldn't help that you were here, that you were born on this earth. And therefore he decided amongst himself to steal your gifts, your power for himself to make up the time that he lost on his journey, which wasn't fair. And the Most High says that they seen him do this. The source says they seen the wicked acts of what he tried to throw into your path. I see a lot of weight being thrown at you, collective. He wanted to bury you alive and suffer because he felt like he suffered. This burnout energy that you were once in, collective, caused a lot of procrastinating, mental conflict. You would get an idea and it would just go out the window. These were spiritual attacks. And the Spirit says that they allowed this to go on for a reason, because a lot of debt was being collected each and every day that they thought they were getting away with this destiny swapping activity. Was each day that debt was accumulated against them. And the Spirit says that now that debt has been paid and you are receiving your reward spiritually and physically and in time and in all the areas that you lost. You were only a child, and this person tapped into your energy from childhood. And this energy manifested with you for a long time, for over years and years. Now that you are in your adulthood, you now understand why things happen the way they happen. I feel that a lot of you sensed this, but you didn't want to come to the realization of this. You didn't want to think that your own father could do something like this to you. But this is the real world that we live in. And no matter having the same DNA, no matter having the same blood, we cannot control the emotions. We cannot control the spirit man of that person. All we can do is focus on ourselves, and we can purge our DNA spiritually to disconnect ourselves from that type of energy. You are being rewarded now from the great hardship that you had to endure, from this negative energy that was being sent by this warlock. You have great strength. When you go places, you shift the room. When you go places, People are known to be attracted to you, to want to come to you and tell you about themselves, open up to you. You have that strength, that power. You're very talented, very gifted. And your father, he wanted to take that strength away from you by tearing down your stability, tearing down your compassion, tearing down your influence, tearing down your courage. And this didn't happen overnight. It started when you were a child, but it began to continue throughout your teens, throughout your adulthood, but it ends today. I manifest your strength back to you wholeheartedly. I manifest your stability back to you, your finances, your courage, your gifts, with interest from the source. Congratulations on receiving your reward that has been dearly owed to you. You are now even stronger in wisdom. You know who you are. You know how to carry your boundaries. And this blessing is very heavy. You know how to carry this reward that's coming to you, and it's coming extremely fast. This was a slow moving energy over the years. And now that it's coming in at a fast, accelerated pace. I see in the spirit a slingshot, pulling that slingshot back further and further. That's how slow paced the energy was in the beginning. And then when that slingshot was released, when you woke up and the secret was revealed, that slingshot released and accelerated so fast. That's how fast this gift is landing to you. Much respect and peace to you all, collective. Enjoy this new timeline shift. Walk in it with your head held high and know that your ancestors are with you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And remember to keep going strong in this journey. Peace, God.